Foot Health Week for 2022 is focused on working feet. I dropped into J.K. Ross, my local family-owned business who've been protecting people's feet for 4 decades. They've got a huge selection of safety footwear, ranging from boots and Wellingtons, trainer-style shoes, including women's styles and well-known brands like Helly Hansen. They even stock vegan leather-based products for that increasingly growing market. I couldn't believe the range of colours you can get safety footwear in nowadays. They even had a purple pair to tempt me with. Let's see what I found out on my visit. Well, I'm here at J.K. Ross, my local safety wear company here in Warrington, and this is Neil, the managing director. So, how long have you been here then, Neil?
30 years.
30 years?
Absolutely.
Wow. And
man and boy.
And how's things changed in that time?
Oh, massively. I mean, if you look at this shop, for instance, and I mean, you know, we put an extension on here, it's massively changed. And a lot of the products and brands that we've got now, we didn't have, you know, maybe 30 years ago.
Well, I've just been asking one of your members of staff how many lines that you stock in terms of safety footwear. It's Foot Health Week this week. I didn't know if you know, you probably don't know. And that's why I've decided to come down here and drop in on you poor guys. But apparently you have at least 10, 15 different brands, and even within that, so many different styles. Who knew there was so much variety in safety footwear?
Oh, masses. I mean, this is just a small selection. I mean, in the back, you know, we probably, in terms of SKUs on footwear, there's probably well over 100 different styles of footwear.
Wow.
Yeah, ranging from boots to trainer style, all safety, of course. But yeah, masses of different styles, and you see the even insulated Wellingtons to the whole 9 yards, really.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There's even yellow ones.
Well, can I tell you about these? Because actually, two of the staff have got them on. You can tell them because the high vis keep coming past. You see.
So, I mean, who knew that they did coloured safety footwear?
Oh,
I mean, that's quite funky, isn't it? I said to your Jack, I said, are there any sort of like sexy ones? And he said, no, we don't really get asked for sexy footwear. But I mean, that trainer style there, you wouldn't even think that was a safety shoe, would you?
No, I mean, I think what it does show you, particularly in the shop, is that how things have evolved. You know, when I started 30 years ago, there was a black boot, a black shoe, there might have been a trainer option, and that was it. But when you look at the styling now, and particularly like this and that, you know, it's amazing. And what obviously manufacturers are doing is catering for both a market that needs to have a look as well as a protection.
Right. And the other thing that I noticed, because I mean, I always talk about steel toe cap boots, but that's kind of old school, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jack was telling me you do still have steel toe caps, but the difference in the weight, I mean, that's a composite, isn't it?
It is.
And that one's
you know your stuff.
But I've been listening to your staff. Your staff know their stuff, and they've been educating me.
They do. Well, you're right. I mean, you know, if you look at the steel, and it is used in a few products, but pretty much most of what we buy now is composite. So that's either a plastic toe or a Kevlar toe cap. And you're exactly right. Benefits is weight.
Yeah. So I mean, I suppose if you wanted to keep fit, you'd be wearing the heavy, you know, sort of like deep sea diver ones. But this composite material then, is that as strong as the steel?
Oh yeah, it meets exactly the same standards.
But
you get the benefits of the weight and everything else, yeah.
Wow, that's just, I mean, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
So do you think there'll be a move away from the steel toe caps altogether?
Yeah, I mean, it's only my opinion, but I think most of the manufacturers you talk to now are producing composite. I think steel is old technology. It's still used a bit, as you know, and for various industries, but actually, generally, it's all moving to composite.
Yeah, and one of the other things I was talking to Jack about before was the sort of issues that people get with fitting, and he said that the steel ones tend to take up a bit more space in the toe box.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's got to be a certain thickness and whatnot, whereas the composite ones can be thinner but still just as strong.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for somebody like me as a podiatrist, the kind of problems I see patients coming in with are like hard skin and stuff like that, where obviously there's no give in the toe box. So a shift from steel, if that's what they're wearing, to a composite would probably be a great idea. And I didn't know that till today. Anyway, thanks for talking to me. I did actually buttonhole him as the poor guy was going past, and I've given him a pile of earache about the fact they haven't got an Instagram account, so I can't share this on their Instagram account. But hey ho, we'll get there, won't we, people?
Oh, fantastic.
Thanks, Neil. You've been good.
Good to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you.